And what have you seen specifically from the O-line that's kind of maybe impressed you so far?
Just the chemistry already. Y'all asked me a lot of questions about chemistry before, and there's been a lot of questions on chemistry going into camp and going into the season. Obviously, we got guys coming from different schools and, learn from different coaches, but I feel like with Coach Calf's philosophy and we've all been following his lead and we're pretty tight and, we're just staying the course. And if we can be consistent and do that, I just feel like we're going to have a really good offensive line this year.
How is that chemistry built throughout, so quickly, even through fall camp like this?
I feel like we're just a lot of guys that gel quickly. We're not picky. We're not, I do this, but you do this. We really just bounce off each other. We bounce ideas off of each other. We obviously all just listen to a lot of what Coach Kavanaugh says, and we really just all trying to be great. And the main goal, obviously, at the end of the day, and I've said this before, is to win, and nothing is more important than winning. So I think when you have a whole bunch of guys that are bought into winning, I don't think you can go wrong with that.
Well, Darius Henderson said you're a guy that he could easily see being a captain, and despite you being a newcomer and only being here for less than a year, what do you feel like that says about you and what the impact you've made on not only him but your teammates?
First of all, I love LD, and that's my boy, and it's like that just goes to preach to the question you just asked me about how together we've already been. It's just that's my guy, but I just try to take everything I've learned, everything in my life, all the lessons I've learned from not only my father, from the program I've previously been in, and all the great men and organizations I've been around. It's just I just try to lead by example and preach to guys to do the right thing and just come in and work and keep your head down and do your job and work your butt off. And we have goals and we have things we want to achieve, and guys know that. So I just think when I come in here and I lead by example, or if I have to say something or just to get everybody on the right track, I just feel like that's the right thing to do.
And how do you feel like they've responded to that?
I feel like they've responded very well. I mean, we have a big group of not only the offensive line, we got a big group of guys where everybody is just completely locked in. And when you have guys like that, like I said, it's really easy to have everybody gel together because everybody just wants to win and we all have a common goal, and I just love where the culture is right now.
How important is it for you as a tackle and you guys really as a unit cohesively to be able to get to the second level and be really multifaceted with a dual threat quarterback like Emory?
It's very important because, Emory, like you said, he's a dual threat and he can do multiple things. So I feel like we obviously, and that's something Coach Calf preaches, being able to block at the second level and being able what we have to do and taking care of and things and such like that. So obviously that's something that's very important because if we block up things right and we do things the right way and we stay as great chemistry as we are as the five offensive line, is everybody doing their job, we'll have a very good offense.
And to piggyback off that, you're saying about LD, obviously you can't force chemistry, a lot of new guys coming in, but how do you feel to this point that LD and the other guys that have been here have kind of helped in a way fast forward the chemistry, and where do you guys feel, where do you feel it's at right now?
They welcomed me immediately. I got here in spring. I didn't really know guys like that yet. I mean, I met with LD. I talked with LD on my visit, and LD met me and my mother and my father, and he was a great guy. LD's a great guy, by the way, off the bat, just great dude. And just from there, I really felt welcome. When I came here and just met a lot more guys, and I just felt even more welcome. I just feel like nobody was like, oh, you're coming from somewhere else, so I don't know, you haven't been here. No, everybody was just welcoming, and I just really appreciate and love all the guys in my room.
What about in the running back room? Obviously, validating Nagata, kind of leading the charge there. What have you seen from them specifically in the run game?
Oh, they're great, and I feel like they're two different type of backs, and I feel like they're both versatile and strong and uses in the running game in their own way, and I really appreciate that because you got yin and yang, and you got a running game, and you got all these different types of models, and you got all these different type of zones that we run. I just feel like having two backs that have different qualities is really going to help what we do.
You have to block any differently, or maybe have a different idea before the huddle breaks when you see a different running back in the huddle like that because it's so versatile?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Yeah, do you think there's a different mindset when one's in the huddle versus another one, or do you just go out and do your job?
I don't necessarily have a different mindset. I just want to do my job so that those guys can do their thing.
You said yin and yang. Cam just said that they're both shifty and can get through holes. So what are the differences that you see between them?
I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, with X, X is a really, really obviously shifty guy, and then X can get up out of there. But then I feel like with Daniel a lot sometimes too, he's we can use him more vertically and a lot of more inside zone than we have X, and we're just able to do a lot of different things with him. I mean, I can't specifically put my foot on it right now, but I just know that they both do things very, very well, and that's really what it is.
So as an offensive line, I know they say you never want to be on skates. You'd rather probably run the ball. Are you in favor of running the ball 50 times a game?
I'll do whatever I got to do to help my team win. Because we got a great quarterback. We got a quarterback that can do both things. Emory can throw the ball very well, and he can run very well. So I'm just, whatever play call Coach Thomas gives us, we're going to draw it up, we're going to run it, and I want us to score touchdowns.
What's Emery like in the huddle? How does he command the huddle?
Emery's a leader, and I've really appreciated that from Emery. And when you have a guy that's a leader in your huddle, and he just has a certain type of energy about him, because I feel like when it comes to this game and that position specifically, there's a type of respect and infectiousness and energy and vibe your quarterback has to give off. So I believe Emery embodies that, and it is very easy to follow a captain like that.
Thanks, Des.
Thanks, Des.
Absolutely.